Hello everyone, welcome to this series on cultural studies. And in this video, we are going to have an overview of his life and work. Introduction. Kenneth Burke, 1897 to 1993, was an influential American literary critic whose intellectual pursuits spanned multiple disciplines and challenged conventional boundaries in the study of literature. Despite being best known as a literary critic, Burke's work extended beyond the traditional confines of literary analysis, encompassing symbolic motivations and linguistic actions in a broader cultural context. His contributions have been lauded as groundbreaking, though his fierce independence and eclectic approach limited his influence during his lifetime. Early life and career. Kenneth Burke was born on May 5, 1897 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He attended Ohio State University and Columbia University, but he did not complete his degree at either institution. Despite this, Burke's intellectual curiosity and self-directed study allowed him to engage deeply with a wide range of disciplines, including literature, psychoanalysis, linguistics, Marxism, and pragmatism. This eclectic foundation would later characterize his work, which often defied conventional categorization. Burke's early career was marked by a prolific output as a writer, translator, poet, short story writer, and novelist. However, it was his work in literary criticism and rhetorical theory that earned him lasting recognition. His approach to literature was unique in that he concentrated on the effects of texts on their audience, which led him to refine and expand the art of rhetoric beyond its traditional scope. Theoretical contributions and influence. Kenneth Burke's theoretical interests set him apart from the new critics, who were dominant in American literary criticism during the mid-20th century. While the new critics focused on close readings of texts and the intrinsic properties of literature, Burke was more interested in the broader social and symbolic functions of language. His approach was interdisciplinary, drawing from psychoanalysis, linguistic, Marxism, and pragmatism. Yet, he was not strictly aligned with any of these fields. Burke's work is characterized by his investigation into what he termed symbolic motivations and linguistic action. He believed that language was not merely a tool for communication, but a form of symbolic action that could shape and influence human behavior and societal structures. This view positioned him as a pioneer in the study of rhetoric as a means of understanding cultural and social dynamics. One of Burke's key contributions to literary theory is his concept of the dramatistic pentad, which he introduced in his work A Grammar of Motives, 1945. The pentad consists of 5 elements: act, scene, agent, agency, and purpose. Burke used these elements to analyze human actions and motivations, emphasizing the interplay between language and social contexts. This framework has been influential in various fields, including literary criticism, communication studies, and sociology. Language as symbolic action. Burke's last major book, Language as Symbolic Action, 1966, serves as a comprehensive retrospective of his work and summation of his ideas. In this book, Burke explores the ways in which language functions as a form of symbolic action, influencing not only individual thought but also collective behavior. He argues that language is inherently persuasive and that all discourse, whether literary, political, or scientific, is a form of rhetoric aimed at shaping perceptions and actions. Language as symbolic action is considered one of Burke's most important works as it encapsulates his belief in the power of language to shape human experience. The book also reflects his broader concerns with the role of the intellectual in society, particularly in a time when both political commitment and intellectualism were often viewed with suspicion. Legacy and reception. Kenneth Burke's legacy in the field of literary criticism is complex. He has been hailed by some as the foremost critic since St. Coleridge, particularly for his contributions to rhetorical theory and his interdisciplinary approach to literature. However, his work has also been met with criticism, largely due to its dense, eclectic nature and Burke's refusal to adhere to any single theoretical framework. Despite these mixed receptions, Burke's influence on subsequent generations of scholars and critics cannot be denied. His ideas have been particularly influential in the fields of communication studies, cultural studies, and rhetoric. His concept of symbolic action has been used to analyze everything from political speeches to advertising, highlighting the pervasive role of rhetoric in everyday life. Conclusion. Kenneth Burke was a pioneering figure in American literary criticism whose work transcended traditional boundaries and challenged conventional approaches to literature and rhetoric. His focus on symbolic motivations and linguistic action has had a lasting impact on multiple disciplines, making him a key figure in the history of American intellectual thought. While his work was often seen as difficult and esoteric, its significance continues to be recognized by those who seek to understand the intricate connections between language, thought, and society. Burke's legacy is perhaps best encapsulated in his belief that language is not just a medium for expressing ideas, but a powerful tool for shaping reality itself. Through his writings, he has left a profound mark on how we understand the role of language and rhetoric in human life. So this was an overview on the life and works of Kenneth Burke. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other topic. Until then, goodbye and thank you.